A very good morning, my dear children. Welcome back for your English session. I hope you all are fine and you all are doing great at home. And also you all are enjoying your sessions very well. Children, in our last session, we did a story of Lin and Gulliver in your lesson, The Adventures of Gulliver. I hope all of you must have enjoyed the story. Now we are moving ahead to our next chapter, which is also actually a story, but it is in a drama form. Okay, children, we did a Hindi Mitrita lesson, right? In that you saw the dialogues, conversation, right? So similarly, we are having a drama to be done in this chapter, where you will be having various characters and their role that is to be played. This is actually a drama. You must have watched various dramas, right, children? You watch dramas on the television, you watch dramas on the stage. Those are performed on the stage, right? Where people play various characters, right? Even in your villages, when you have any functions, you will be playing various characters, or you will be seeing people playing various characters, right? So here also we are going to see that. So before that, let me show you all two people, pictures of two people, very famous playwriters. Let's take a look at them. Children, these are the two people I was talking about. That is Mahakavi Kalidas and William Shakespeare. You must have heard their names, I hope. Children, Kavi Kalidas was a classic Sanskrit author and is often considered ancient India's greatest playwright and dramatist. His plays and poetry are primarily based on Vedas, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata and the Puranas. And his surviving work consists of 3 plays, 2 epic poems and 2 shorter poems. Okay. His famous plays are Shakuntala, then Malavikra. Next was Malavikagni and Vikramovarshyam. These were the famous plays written by Kalidas. Okay, and there were various movies too. Next is a very well-known writer. That's William Shakespeare. He was an English playwright, poet and actor, widely regarded as the greatest writer in English language and the world's greatest dramatist. He is often called England's national poet and the Bard of Avon. Okay, some of the plays that he has written are Romeo and Juliet, Othello, then Hamlet. There are many plays, then The Tempest, Twelfth Night and various other. So these two are the greatest poem. One is a Hindi poet and writer and one is the English poet and writer. Okay, children. So this was just a small introduction of the two greatest writers. Now we'll move to a lesson. The name of our lesson is A Lesson for All. So here, this is our lesson for today, A Lesson for All. So let's see what is in our lesson, what is the story about. Okay, first we'll see the characters of this and then we'll go with our story ahead. Are you all ready? Come on, let's go ahead. Let's see the characters in our story. The newspaper boy, milkman, hawker, school bus driver, Dr. Savant, Mr. Desai, a businessman. Mayor of the town. Nidhi and Madhu, Mr. Joshi's daughter, school-going girls. Mrs. Patel, a housewife. And Mrs. Joshi, a housewife. These are the characters of our play. Okay. These are the human characters. Okay. Of our drama over here. Alright. So these are the 10 characters of the human. Now we'll see the animal characters. Alright. See the animal characters here. Rabbit. Deer. Peacock. Squirrel. Bear. Birds. And tortoise. These are the animal characters in our play. Okay, so we have 10 human characters, 11 actually, and 7 animal characters here. Alright, now let's see what our story is about. Now see here, early morning, when people got up, they saw that the street was littered with plastic bags, cartons, tins, cans, broken glass, old tires, waste paper balls, bags and other garbage. Okay. So when early morning people got up, what they saw, that the entire street, okay, the city street was littered. Littered means what? Rubbish was thrown out everywhere. Okay. Everywhere they found rubbish fallen. Okay. Various things were fallen. Plastic bags, cans, tins, then cartons, you know, big boxes that you get. Storage boxes, that broken glasses. Everything was fallen on this street. And Mr. Desai enters. Okay. The businessman, Mr. Desai, we saw the character, no? He enters and he sees all this littered street. Now when Mr. Desai comes here, when he is looking out into a distance, he is literally feeling little angry. And why is angry? Because the newspaper is not been delivered. Okay, early morning the newspaper boy comes with a newspaper, right? So he is feeling little angry and is complaining. Why has the newspaper boy not come yet? It is 9 o'clock. It is almost time for me to go to my office. And again he is looking here and there to see if he can find any newspaper. Then he's like, let me go to the Patels if they have received their copy. Means let me go to my neighbors. What is the neighbor's name? The Patels. Okay. Their neighbor's name is Patel. So let me go to the Patels and see if they have received their copy. If they have received their newspaper, then I can get it from them. Okay. So he goes into the wings. Now what is the wings? Children, I told you all this is a drama going on, right? So have you all observed that when there is a drama, even when you all are participating in your annual day, there are wings at the stage so that you can go in and out. Okay. Various columns are there. Somewhere you can enter and exit. So there are wings. So it is said that Mr. Desai came out, he said all these things and then he went into the wind in one of the wings and he returns with Mrs. Patel. Okay, his neighbor. Mrs. Patel comes along with him over there. Okay, now they have a dialogue there. Okay. So he has asked Mrs. Patel if they have received their copy of newspaper. So Mrs. Patel, what she replies? No, Mr. Desai, the newspaper boy hasn't delivered the papers yet. What she is saying, that the newspaper boy has not given the papers today. And even our milkman hasn't turned up. Okay, even their milkman has not come yet. Okay, and Mr. Patel is grumpy. Her husband, Mrs. Patel's husband, Mr. Patel, is complaining. He's grumpy. Grumpy means what? Complaining, because he is waiting for his morning cup of tea. Now Mr. Patel is waiting for his morning cup of tea. You know, some people, no, they require a newspaper and a morning tea when they wake up. That is like a necessity for them. So even her husband is little grumpy. He's complaining since morning because he did not get his cup of tea. And why is that? Because the milkman has not yet come. Now Mr. Desai is speaking. Mr. Desai is saying, this is very strange. You know, it's so strange. And just look at the street. Just take a look how shocking it is. You know, all these things fallen over here on the street. That's when Mrs. Patel looks on the street, because she is having a conversation with Mr. Desai. You know, so she has not seen what is happening on the street. So when Mr. Desai points out, Mrs. Patel sees and she's like, oh my God, what is this? Where did all this litter and garbage come from? Now she is also confused and she is also feeling little agitated, like what is all this, all rubbish fallen here on the street, and where did this come from? Now she is questioning. They have a question that who did all this? Okay, now let's see who comes next. Now Mrs. Joshi comes with her daughters. Okay, Mrs. Joshi comes with her daughters. Okay, she is entering the stage. Now Mr. Desai is saying, I returned late from the office last night. Means last night when he came from his office. He's a businessman, right? So last night when he came from the office, the street was bare. Means there was nothing on the street. It was all clear. Okay. And how did all this happen overnight? Okay. When I came last night from my office, everything was clear. Everything was clean. Everything was swept. There was no rubbish, not a bit of paper fallen here or there. And suddenly today morning when I see all this rubbish fallen. So how come this happened in overnight? Overnight means what? Within the night. How come everything, all this rubbish has come here back? Okay. When he was saying this, suddenly Madhu was one of Mrs. Joshi's daughters. Okay. She fell down and she injured her foot. Okay. Madhu fell down and she injured her foot. Okay. And she gives out a cry of pain. Now when she got hurt, she started crying. Okay. And she said, ow, ouch, my foot, it hurts. Okay. Her foot is hurt. Okay. Now when Madhu fell down and she hurt her foot, she started crying. Her mother, Mrs. Joshi, she got worried. She's like, oh my dear, are you alright? Oh no, her foot is bleeding. Now she observed that her foot was bleeding. Okay, and now she's crying for help, that somebody please come and help us. Okay. When Mrs. Joshi was asking for help, Mrs. Patel told Nidhi, Madhu's sister. Mrs. Joshi had two daughters, right? Madhu and Nidhi. Madhu got hurt. So Mrs. Patel told Nidhi to run and fetch Dr. Mrs. Sawant. In their locality, there was a doctor called as Mrs. Sawant. Okay, she told her, go and call Mrs. Sawant and tell her to come quickly. Ask her to come quickly because your sister has cut herself on a broken glass bottle. There was a broken glass bottle fallen down and Madhu has stepped on it and she has cut her foot. So ask Dr. Mrs. Sawant to come as soon as possible. And by the time Mr. Desai, he tells that I will get some ice. Okay, he is near his house. So he's saying I'll run in my house and get some ice for Madhu. When all this is happening, even Mrs. Joshi is crying. Madhu's mother is also crying. She's almost in tears. She's saying, oh my poor child. But how did all this broken glass happen to be here? Okay, now she is getting angry also that how come this glass has come here. So when she's saying, Mrs. Patel tells her, look around. It is not just broken glass, but just see what all things are there. It's not only the glass. Just see the entire street. How it is. Just look at the surroundings. So Mrs. Joshi gets shocked, surprised. Oh my, what is this? What nonsense is this? Unbelievable. And where has all this garbage, all these unwanted things come from? Okay, now they are shocked by seeing the street and how littered, how filthy the street looks. So she is also getting a little shocked. This is unbelievable. And what is all this? How come all the entire street is full of all this rubbish? Okay, now let's see what happens next. Now, Madhu was hurt and Nidhi is going to get Dr. Sawant. Okay. Now, Dr. Sawant enters with Nidhi and she has her doctor's kit. Now, Dr. Sawant has come to the place. She has come and she has her doctor's kit. You know, the doctors carry always a kit with them with all the medicines, required medicines, first aids. So she has come with a kit and she goes to Madhu and asks her to show her the wound. Let me see the wound. Okay. Madhu is still weeping because it is hurting her. And now Dr. Sawant is checking her. Mr. Desai comes in and hands the ice to Dr. Sawant. He gives the ice to Dr. Sawant and says that here's some ice, it will stop the bleeding. You know, whenever you're bleeding, if you apply some ice, if you give some cold compress, it helps the bleeding to stop. Okay. And then Dr. Sawant tells him that what a presence of mind. What is the meaning of presence of mind? Good decision taking ability. At time like this, when you have some good ideas and you take some action, some steps to solve the problem, it is called as your presence of mind. Okay. So Dr. Sawant is happy with the presence of mind Mr. Desai showed to get some ice to stop the bleeding. And then she takes the ice and applies it on the wound. And because of this ice compression, okay, the cold compress, the bleeding has stopped. Okay, but the cut is very deep. Okay, the wound is very deep. According to Dr. Sawant, she is saying the wound is very deep. So now what she said, I will dress the wound. You know, I'll do the dressing. Okay, apply some medicines and then band-aid it properly. And then she will be fine. Okay, that's what Dr. Sawant says. After Dr. Sawant has band-aid the wound, she has applied the medicines and she has dressed the wound, Mrs. Joshi, okay, Mrs. Joshi, Madhu's mother, thanks Dr. Sawant to come at once. She is thanking Dr. Sawant because she has come at once to see what has happened. But now she is angry. She is getting angry. She is saying, I'm going to complain to our mayor. Okay, she is saying, I'm going to complain to our mayor. Now, who's the mayor? A mayor is the head of the town. Okay, you always have people who are in charge of certain things. Now, in your school, who's in charge? Your principal, your manager is in charge of the school. So, similarly for the town, the person in charge of the town is the mayor. So, Mrs. Joshi says that I am going to complain to the mayor. Just see how much litter is there on the road. Okay, and how have you seen how much rubbish is there on the road? So, I am going to complain to the mayor. Now, Dr. Sawant says, oh, it's a mystery. All this garbage was not there yesterday. What is Dr. Sawant saying? This is a mystery. This is something to believe, something difficult to understand or to explain. How all this garbage came here? Because yesterday this garbage was not there. Okay. And now look what is there here. Yesterday it was not there. And suddenly how come it has come here? So this is a mystery. Something that is difficult to explain. Now when they are talking, the newspaper boy, the milkman and the hawker, they enter the scene. The newspaper boy, milkman and the hawker. Hawker is a vendor. You know, people who carry something or the other to sell goods. They travel from place to place in a cart. Those are called as hawkers. So it might be vegetables, it might be fruits, or it might be some eatables that they carry, you know, that wheeled cart you have, and then they carry it from place to place. So there's a hawker. Now they all enter. So Mrs. Patel is saying that the mayor must have not seen whatever's happened here, no? Because Mrs. Joshi said that she is going to complain to the mayor. So Mrs. Patel is saying that the mayor must have not seen all this, that all these things are happened. Okay. See the newspaper boy, even he is limping. Limping means what? Walking with difficulty. Okay. When you get hurt, you start limping. No, if your leg is hurt, you're not able to walk properly straight. So you limp when you're having difficulty in walking. That's called as limping. So what Mrs. Patel is saying, see, even newspaper boy is limping. And the milkman at last, and then she's saying, finally I can see the milkman also coming. Okay. But she's asking to the milkman, where is your bicycle? I can't see your bicycle. Where's your bicycle and why are you late? Okay. Why are you late? She's questioning the milkman. So the milkman says that the tires of my cycle are punctured. Okay, they are punctured. Both the tires are punctured. So I had to walk all the way from my home to the place from where my cycle got punctured. I had to walk all the way with this heavy milk can. What is the milkman answering? That because my cycle tires are punctured, I had to walk all the way from this place, in all this littered place, with my heavy milk can. And now the newspaper boy is telling his story. Now the milkman told his story, that when he was walking, what happened with him. Now the newspaper boy is telling his story, that he tripped over an old tire. Okay, trip means what? When he was walking or when he was riding his bicycle. You know, normally they come very early in the morning. It is just dawn, newspaper people, when they are giving newspaper. They come very early in the morning. So when he was walking and riding his bicycle, he tripped. It means he lost his balance over the old tire. Means there was an old tire fallen in the road and he just tripped over it. Okay, lost his balance and he fell down, because of which he had sprained his ankle. Okay, he got hurt at his ankle. That's why he could not make it on time. Okay, he had sprained his ankle and it was very dark in the morning when he was out to give the newspapers. It was already dark, so he could not expect anything like this. And every morning he is coming to give the newspaper, so every morning the road is being clear. There is no problem. So in the dark he could not make out the tire which was fallen in the road, and so he tripped over it and as a result fell down and sprained his ankle, because the old tire was right in the middle of the road, which was not expected. Okay, so this is their story. Now Mr. Desai has understood the problem of the newspaper boy, because he was angry in the morning, that he had not received his newspaper. So now he's saying, okay, now I see that something has gone wrong, something was wrong, that's why you are not able to come, and now something must be done. We should do something about this, the problem which has occurred, no? So when he was saying this, the bus driver entered, carefully avoiding the litter. Let's see what he said. Now the bus driver is entering, carefully avoiding the litter. Okay, all the rubbish that is fallen, he is carefully avoiding that and is coming. And then he is talking to Mrs. Joshi. Okay, he is talking to whom? He is talking to Mrs. Joshi. And he is screaming, Mrs. Joshi, I am sorry. He is apologizing. I am sorry. I can't drive the school bus today. What he is telling? That I am sorry, I cannot drive the school bus today. On every road and street, there is nothing but litter. Okay, on every road, every street, everywhere on the way, there is litter. There is lot of garbage fallen, and it looks like an obstacle race. It looks like an hurdle race. You all have seen the hurdles when people are running. They have that hurdles in between, no? Stops that they have to jump over. Okay, so it is just like that. And I cannot run the bus over those litters, no? Even the bus tires will get punctured. There might be some accidents. There might be some issues happening. So I can't do that. So today I won't be able to drive to school. So that means Madhu and Nisha cannot go to school. Right? Both the girls. Anyways, Madhu has hurt her, Madhu and Nidhi cannot go to schools. Anyways, Madhu has hurt her leg, she has hurt her foot, so she cannot go. But anyways, Nidhi will also not be able to go because you cannot drive the bus to the school. Now, Mrs. Joshi tells him, I know, I saw what is happening. Even I am seeing all these things. And I am going to send for the mayor at once. I am going to send a message to the mayor at once. He must see in this. He must see what should be done about this and why these things are happening. He should take notice of this. Okay? Because our children are not safe here with all these dangerous objects, no? All these harmful objects that are lying down here. our children are not safe here. So I cannot just let these things happen to any child. So I'm going to send a message to the mayor that he should come and look into this matter right now and see why these things are happening, because we cannot face all these problems and our children should not face dangers here. Okay. Now when Mrs. Joshi said that our children are not safe in this, the hawker said not only children, nobody is safe because everybody is getting disturbed. Now the newspaper boy, he got sprained, okay, his leg got sprained. The girl got, her foot was injured. The milkman, his tires were punctured, and we cannot move about because everybody is facing problems. Nobody is safe here. Let us request the mayor to come and see for himself. Okay, what we'll do is, we'll not just write him a letter, we'll ask him to come here and see what the problems are, is what the hawker is saying. That we need to inform him and let him know that these are our problems, these are the problems that we are facing. So by saying this, he says that we will call him. So Mr. Desai says that I will fetch him, I will go and find him, I will go and let him know what are the situations here, and then we'll ask him to come and see this. Okay. Now they have all decided together that they should call the mayor. Now what happens when the mayor comes and how he is going to face this? What are the things that will happen ahead? What are the other characters and how these things are going to be taken into account? Everything remaining we'll do in our next session. Till then, have little patience, children. I hope you enjoyed the story up till now. Whatever we have done, I hope you have enjoyed that. We'll meet again in the next session with the continuation of this story, of this one act play. Till then, take care, stay safe, stay home, have a great day ahead. Read your chapter on page number 33 and 34, the one we have already finished. Try to mark the words that you find difficult so that when we are reading, it will be easy for you to understand the meanings. Alright, we'll meet again. Till then, stay safe, stay home, take care, thank you, and God bless you.